As you probably know, Coach Jimbo Fisher's son Ethan has a rare blood disorder. Jonathan Shalacy shares with us the story of an unlikely tie between two coaches whose relationship goes beyond the playing field and to their families.
As Florida State prepares for Virginia, sometimes on-the-field performances pale in comparison to life events.
Sometimes a bad practice or a bad game, they still mean a lot and they matter, but it's very small in comparison to those things.
Jimbo Fisher's son Ethan was diagnosed with Fanconi Anemia, a very rare blood disorder. As uncommon as it may be, Coach Fisher learned that a fellow ACC head coach, Virginia's Mike London, went through the same situation with his daughter.
I was at some ACC meetings, and somebody had mentioned it to Mike about the situation with Ethan and us, and he said, well, that's exactly what my daughter has. And he immediately walked up to me at the meetings and started discussing it. The odds, it's about 1 in every 130,000 children that have that, and then to have two coaches in the same league, to have the odds of that it's unbelievable. But just having someone there that's been through it, his daughter went through a transplant, is doing well right now, is in college, and to have that there as a resource was very good.
This began a relationship between the two that not many coaches across the nation have.
During the course of the years, he and I have talked about, hey, how's Tyson doing? Hey, how's Ethan doing? And we've developed a relationship like that, just goes beyond just football coaches on the field.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for what he did, what he went through, and it also gives me a lot of hope for what the future holds.
Jimbo and his wife Candy have created the Kids First Fund to raise awareness and give hope to other children, while Mike London has been a big advocate in raising awareness throughout the nation. These coaches are doing the most they can, being in the nation's spotlight.
You feel blessed that you're in a position to talk to people about issues that matter to you, and talking about bone marrow drives, talking about Fanconi anemia, those things that affect you personally, but also that affect other people, other families. And so to have this platform is something that you appreciate, and you want to make the most of an opportunity to speak about the things that concern you.
When you have an opportunity to not only help your own son, but to help other families, and with the platform we have, I think it's crazy for us not to be doing the things we're doing.
Another ACC clash this Saturday inside Doak Campbell Stadium in front of a sold-out crowd as these two coaches face one another. But at the end of the day, a win or loss is not all that matters.
It's not what life is about. You're trying to help mold these young men, but you have your own family, and when life and death hit you, as they say, square in the face, and you realize the circumstances that you're facing, it puts everything in perspective. It makes you really appreciate the time that you have with the people you love.
It's important that you know that it's always family, and that's what matters. We play a great game. We coach. It's a great place, great country to play this great game, but ultimately, family what matters.
To help fight this devastating disease, alongside the Fishers, the Londons, and the many other families that are battling with this, please consider donating. You can visit the website www.kidsfirstfund.com. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Wilson. We'll see you next week on Seminole Sports Magazine.